Reset Oculus.
Oculus orientation. Reset.
Engage Nexus drive.
Jumping.
Engage Nexus drive.
Jumping. System cartography.
Engage frameshift drive.
Charging frameshift drive.
Open system map.
System map.
Engage frameshift drive.
Preparing for jump.
System map.
System map.
order restored in Kamichi. Kamichi Incorporated has announced that its campaign to clear the Kamichi system of felons has been a success. Hundreds of pilots responded to the appeal, taking to their ships to eliminate the criminals operating in the system. Authorities in Kamichi have extended their gratitude to those who participated in the operation. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Game and Port in the Kamichi system. The Battle for Betel. Recent reports from the Betel system indicate that an ongoing feud between the Silver Creative Network and the Betel Free has escalated into violence. General Hollis of Betel Security issued the following statement. After a lengthy period of peace, these factions are now determined to wipe one another out. As much as we want to subdue this conflict ourselves, we simply do not have the ships to stage an effective intervention. With system security forces stretched thin, both organizations are seizing the opportunity to settle old grudges, and have issued calls for support. Pilots who participate in the conflict will be generously rewarded by their chosen faction. The two factions have set out week-long operations to take control of the system, which will begin on the 23rd August 3304. Colonia Hydroponics Initiative concludes. The Colonia Council has announced that its campaign to build a new hydroponics facility has been warmly received by the galactic community. Large quantities Templar barracks over the past week, allowing the initiative to move to the construction phase. The Council's scientific advisor, Professor Diana Van Cleef, gave the following statement. Not only will this new hydroponics facility provide biofoods and super grains for the populace of Colonia, it will also contain a dedicated research laboratory for a science team to develop new biotech crops. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their awards from Templar barracks in the Randnid system. Congressman's criminal ties exposed. An exclusive expose published by the Mars Tribune has revealed that a member of federal Congress has close ties to a criminal organization. The extensive feature began with this summary. Congressman Morgan
System
Unwin has been in
cartography.
debt to the notorious Red Family Cartel for nearly a decade. Information uncovered by our reporters proves that he has unwon his influence to traffic enormous quantities of the cartel's drugs in order to keep his own addiction secret. Following publication of the feature, Mr. Unwin was arrested by the Federal Security Service, and now faces expulsion from Congress. An investigation into Red Family's narcotics operation in Olympus Village is also underway. A spokesperson for Congress made this statement. We are indebted to the Mars Tribune for uncovering a criminal conspiracy that might otherwise have continued undetected. This highlights the value of investigative journalism to the Federation. The Tribune's billionaire owner, Kingsley Cordova, has been invited to a special event by Congress to express its gratitude. As well as the Mars Tribune, his conglomerate Cordova Group runs many small companies in the Sol system. Fargod cultists vanishing. The Federal Intelligence Agency has revealed that members of the Fargod cult are disappearing in large numbers. Senior Agent Michael Whitefield told the media, on several occasions, our agents have entered hive chapels only to discover them completely empty. Intelligence from Independent Systems describes how entire chapters of the sect have disappeared overnight. We suspect that adherents are starting to abandon the cult and attempting to return to normal life. We urge everyone to report such individuals to the FIA, so we can investigate potential connection to the Thargoids. Dr. Jamila Griffin, of the Galactic Interfaith Commune commented. Although it would be an understandable reaction to the FIA's relentless persecution, there are no reports of former Fargod worshippers returning to their friends and families. These abrupt disappearances remain a mystery. Anti-cult campaigner Juanita Bishop also made a statement. It's obvious to me that these spies are returning to their Thargoid masters, to inform them of what they've learned. Arresting them isn't enough. We need a more permanent solution for these traitors. Aisling Duval wedding cancelled. Federal news channels have announced that the wedding of Princess Aisling Duval and Ambassador Jordan Rochester has been cancelled. The statement came from Congress member Isolde Rochester. The planned wedding between my son Jordan Rochester and Her Imperial Highness will no longer take place. We have contacted everyone involved with the event and closed down all related projects. The announcement follows anti-slavery campaigner Jarl Torrido's confession that he and Aisling Duval were romantically involved for several months. Torrido also claimed that the planned marriage was purely a political matter. The cancellation was confirmed by the Imperial Palace on Emerald, but there has been no direct response from Princess Duval or Ambassador Rochester. Political journalist Cassia Carvalho of the Imperial Herald commented, "The fact that this news comes from Isolde Rochester gives weight to Jarl Torrido's claims. If the marriage was a political scheme, that may explain why the Rochester family matriarch is the one to call it off." No longer trusting Princess Duval to play her part. Or perhaps this is simply the reaction of a mother, enraged at her future daughter-in-law's infidelity. Had the marriage taken place, would it have initiated an era of federal imperial cooperation, or triggered a new wave of conflict? It seems we will never know. Starport status update. This report presents the latest data on Starport's experiencing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are currently closed: Tishiang Port, Gera Ki Aku, Surrey Gateway, Vesuvit, Scott Station, HIP 93685, Salgari Enterprise, Mawa, Wak, Metaport, Wandiera, Bruce Enterprise, Kabiku, Cubasov Station, HIP 90112, McDonald Platform, Hamlet's Harmony, Thirsk Enterprise, Wanted. The following starports continue to experience technical issues. Weber Dock, Mean. Meanwhile,
System
the
map.
following starports are on the brink of closure. Crown Plant, Mudra Makazi. Crown Terminal, LHS 355. Evans Platform, HIP 18305. Fort Lawrence, Exioc. Foxbase, Paya. Fraknoi Holdings, Paya. Gautier de Varens Folly, HIP 13269. Grimwood Ring, HIP 94863. Hague Port, OC. Hengdog, Samantundi. Harrington Gateway, 45 Turi. Lathe Station, Lathe. Lichtenberg Dock, 3 Corby. McLeod Hub, Nornan. McAllister Port, HR 6680. Miller Terminal, XEOC. Parmit Anno Terminal, New Turi. Porgus Horizons, G25034. Pre-Research Base, HIP 17225. Ross Orbital, Radomir. Seddon Gateway, Monted. Tanner Ring, Sokond. Wang Platform, Paya. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Campaigner Jarl Torrido has disclosed that he and Princess Aisling Duval have been conducting a secret romantic relationship, despite her betrothal to Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester. Torrido claims that the princess accepted Rochester's proposal only as a means to advance her political plans. Princess Duval has refuted Torrido's statement. Dr. Alfred Ulyanov, a leading exotheologian and an authority on the Far God cult, has been apprehended as a suspected Thargoid sympathizer. The Federal Intelligence Agency said that Dr. Ulyanov's involvement with the Far God cult made him a valid person of interest. Meanwhile, the Federal Times has highlighted 2 new personal computer designs currently in development, the Torque from Supertech, and the Duradrive from Herculean Machines. Both companies plan to reveal prototypes of their designs at a technology expo in October. A mining robot that went out of control in the Beta Hydri system has been located and disabled. MacArthur Mining Limited, which manufactures the robot, said that an inspection of the robot's remains confirmed suspicions that it had been placed in the incorrect standby mode, verifying that the malfunction was the result of human error. In other news, billionaire Zachary Rackham has been confirmed as the winner of the prize of 1 billion credits. Rackham to announce that he would donate his winnings to charity. Although the Federal Times pointed out that the win coincided with a bill for unpaid taxes recently submitted to Rackham's company. Finally, a spokesperson for Aegis Research has announced that its rescue operation in the Pleiades has been enthusiastically assisted by
System
the galactic
cartography.
community. Hundreds of pilots supported the operation by delivering stranded survivors and commodities to Don Arzok. And those are the main stories this week. Pleiades rescue operation concludes. A spokesperson for the Aegis Research has announced that its rescue operation in the Pleiades has been enthusiastically assisted by the galactic community. Hundreds of pilots supported the operation by delivering stranded survivors and commodities to Don Arzok in the Pleiades Sector IRW D155 system. Superintendent Marla Paulson of Aegis Research released the following statement. The number of rescued survivors we have received is truly fantastic. We have also received enough food stocks to ensure that they're well taken care of, before moving them to dedicated refugee centers. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from donors.
Charging the FTL drive.
Pleiades Sector IRW D155 system. Ulyanov arrested. Dr. Alfred Ulyanov, a leading exotheologian and an authority on the Far God cult, has been apprehended as a suspected Thargoid sympathizer. The arrest took place at Dr. Ulyanov's home in the Rana system, where he and his family were taken into custody by the Federal Intelligence Agency. Research materials and computer systems were also removed from the property, according to witnesses. Professor Siobhan Vogel of the Interstellar Association of Universities registered a formal complaint for Dr. Ulyanov's academic studies to be viewed as evidence that he is some kind of Thargoid agent. It's utterly ridiculous. This violation of his rights sets a dangerous precedent. Federal Intelligence Agency Senior Agent Micah Whitefield gave the following statement. When it comes to possible Thargoid allies, we cannot afford to overlook anything. Dr. Ulyanov's involvement with the Far God cult makes him a valid person of interest. We are also investigating the Galactic Interfaith Commune, the Spiritual Freedom Movement and other organizations that have supported Thargoid worshippers. Juanita Bishop, whose campaign against the Far God sect has continued to attract popular support, commented, "This proves that there are Thargoid collaborators among us, in all walks of life. We must root them out before they start
System
murdering innocent
cartography.
people." Aisling Duval's secret relationship revealed. Anti-slavery campaigner Jarl Torido has disclosed that he and Princess Aisling Duval have been conducting a secret romantic relationship, despite her betrothal to Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester. Entertainment full details on his program. Following Jarl Torido's resignation from Unchained, I offered to tell his side of the story. Although he declined a formal interview, he did disclose that he could no longer bear working alongside Princess Duval. He admitted that he has been romantically involved with the princess since their first meeting several months ago. It seems they both felt it wise to keep the relationship a secret. According to Torido, the princess claimed not to have any romantic feelings for Ambassador Rochester, and insisted that the marriage was merely a means to advance her political plans. Initially Torido accepted this, but it seems that after her engagement the princess became unreachable. Torido says that his and Aisling's love has been sidelined by her political schemes. Quite simply, he feels betrayed. Princess Aisling Duval gave this response to the media. "I am shocked that my good friend Solomon could believe such lies. It's obvious that Mr. Torido is being used by those who want to rekindle the hostility between the Empire and the Federation. My relationship with Jordan Rochester is entirely genuine." Colonia Hydroponics Initiative. Authorities in Colonia have decided to build a state-of-the-art hydroponics facility, due to research projecting a possible food shortage in the region. Professor Diana Van Cleef, a scientific advisor to the Colonia Council, gave the following statement. "The growing populace of Colonia means we need to provide a reliable and sustainable source of food for the region. We aim to address this by building a new hydroponics facility that will serve Colonia for generations to come. The campaign is being run by Colonial Research Division, one of Colonia's partner organizations, which has asked pilots to deliver the requested mined resources to Templar Barracks in the Randnitz system. The campaign begins on the 16th of August 304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Restoring order in Kamichi. Authorities in the Kamichi system have reported a distressing rise in the number of criminals operating in the area. Reports indicate that these felons are attacking pilots traveling in the system, disrupting trade and generally causing mayhem. To counter this threat, Kamichi Incorporated has placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list, and has promised to reward pilots who deliver bounty vouchers to game and port. The campaign begins on 16th of August 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Eagle Eye installations offline. Admiral Aidan Tanner has confirmed reports that Aegis's Eagle Eye installations are offline. The development is the result of Thargoid sensor-related interference at Danjak Enterprise, home of Aegis Core, which has neutralized Aegis's ability to transmit data to the orbital installations. The Eagle Eye installations play a vital role in countering Thargoid aggression by monitoring energy level fluctuations at Thargoid surface sites. The data allows pilots to determine which systems the Thargoids intend to attack. Admiral Tanner elaborated on the issue in a brief statement. With Danjak Enterprise experiencing widespread technical issues, it's impossible for us to communicate with the Eagle Eye installations. And unless the installations are fed a continuous stream of data, they are essentially useless. The Eagle Eye installations are one of the most effective weapons we have in our war against the Thargoids, and we would be grateful to any pilots who could deliver meta-alloys to Danjak Enterprise, to help us get the starport back online. Billionaire wins lottery. Renowned billionaire Zachary Rackham, owner of Rackham Capital Investments, has been confirmed as the winner of a lottery prize of 1 billion credits. Tori Theopolis, a spokesperson for the Federal Grand Lottery, announced, "Our annual galactic jackpot has been claimed and the winning ticket verified. Our congratulations to Mr. Rackham. We hope he enjoys his billion credit prize." Zachary Rackham, known in some circles as Calico Zach, told the media, "To be honest, this caught me by surprise. I only buy lottery tickets out of habit. A holdover from the days when I used to rattle around space in a rusty old Sidewinder. Naturally, I'll be donating this windfall to various charitable programs." The Federal Times published this observation from financial journalist Brianna Blanco. "It's highly suspicious that a billionaire should play the lottery, and even more suspicious that he should win it. I'm sure that Calico Zach's accountants will indeed put this money to good use, paying the gargantuan bill for unpaid taxes recently submitted to his company. Once a pirate, always a pirate." New computer designs announced. Federal Times journalist Harlow Nasri has highlighted 2 new personal computer designs currently in development. For a long time, the Sirius and Achilles corporations have been the main suppliers of personal computing devices, but 2 smaller companies are aiming to challenge that monopoly. The first company, Supertech, is working on a revolutionary design called the Torque, a flexible ring that coils around the user's wrist or neck. It uses high-resolution holographic projectors to surround the user with illuminated displays and motion-sensitive interfaces. The second company, Herculean Machines, has taken a more down-to-earth approach. The DuraDrive is a chunky, durable tablet designed to withstand rough handling. Herculean has promised a range of peripherals, allowing users to custom-build their own version of the device. Both companies plan to reveal prototypes of their designs at a Technology Expo in October. But can the market support 2 rival products? We'll no doubt be hearing more about the Torque and DuraDrive in the near future. Rogue robot located. A mining robot that went out of control on Homeland in the Beta Hydri system has been located and disabled. The MacArthur Mining Limited DG-090 machine disappeared after self-activating and tunneling underground. It remained lost for several days before being discovered over 100 kilometers from where it malfunctioned. Security Chief Sarah Kulkarni gave this report. Our sensor drones detected the robot as it surfaced in the Blue Peaks mountain range. We believe it was obeying its primary programming by homing in on mineral ores. Federal Navy gunships were immediately dispatched. Once located, the robot was partially destroyed from the air before it could cause any further damage. Director Shen Emerson, of McArthur Mining Limited commented, "An inspection of the robot remains confirmed our suspicion that it had been placed in the incorrect standby mode. Its comms array was then disrupted by local signals, activating a preset mining program. The DG-090 series is very reliable, and this unfortunate incident should not be perceived as a blemish on its excellent reputation." Starport status update. This report presents the latest data on starports experiencing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are currently closed: Kaiden Base, Tashika, Shaviano Dock, Happets, Dantec Enterprise, Sochur, Kanwa Enterprise, Cerno, Obrutchev Orbital, Deve,
System
Pascal
map.
Platform, Ahayan, Pordenone Port, Bonawan, Sinisalo Holdings, HIP 18305, Stackpole Platform, Manite, Unity, New Yembo. Meanwhile, the following starports are on the brink of closure. Week in review. Here are this week's major stories. A ship transporting former Rear Admiral Riri McAllister has vanished. McAllister,
Engaging jump.
also known as Nexus, was on trial for her crimes as the founder of terrorist group the League of Reparation. While it is likely that the ship was destroyed by the League's enemies, the possibility that McAllister was liberated by surviving members of the League has not been ruled out. Meanwhile, campaigner Yal Torido has resigned from Unchained, the anti-slavery organization he founded with Princess Aisling Duval. His resignation has prompted speculation about a possible disagreement between him and Duval, with commentators citing earlier rumors of a romance between the pair. The Federal Intelligence Agency has apprehended further members of the Thargoid cult to determine if the sect is communicating with the Thargoids. Some see the arrests as tantamount to religious persecution, while others claim that the Thargoid worshippers have invited suspicion upon themselves, and that the detainments are justified. In other news, a malfunctioning mining robot has run amok through a settlement on Homeland in the Beta Hydri system. Sensor drones are now searching for the robot, which tunneled underground after breaking out of its container. Security personnel are hoping to find the machine before it causes any serious damage. After sustained Thargoid attacks on civilian targets in the Thargoid Nebula, system authorities have launched a rescue operation to locate and
System
recover
map.
survivors. Pilots have been asked to help with the operation, and also to contribute foods so those rescued can be adequately fed. Finally, a spokesperson for Aranbarahan Purple Creative has announced that its campaign to build a cargo ship has been enthusiastically received by the galactic community. Scores of pilots supported the campaign by delivering commodities to Barnes Terminal, and by eliminating agitators in Aranbarahan, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. And those are the main stories. This week. The death of Nexus. A medical ship transporting the injured Riri McAllister has vanished and is presumed destroyed. Former Rear Admiral McAllister was on trial in China's world for her crimes as Nexus, the founder of terrorist group the League of Reparation. After being shot by the daughter of the assassinated Senator Nestor Cartesius, McAllister was to be taken to an advanced medical facility. Deputy Inspector Mara Clapp made this statement. Having lost contact with the vessel, we dispatched ships to its last known location. We found only debris, suggesting the ship was attacked and either vaporized or hijacked. Either way, we assume the transport's crew to be dead. This may have been another act of vengeance from those affected by the League's fanaticism. Alternatively, someone connected to the League may have wanted to silence McAllister to prevent her from revealing information. It's also plausible that this was a rescue mission, and that McAllister was liberated by surviving members of the League. The League of Reparation is no longer considered a threat. As such, the Tri-Superpower Task Force formed to investigate them has been disbanded. Agents from Alliance Interpol, the Federal Intelligence Agency and the Imperial Internal Security Service have returned to their regular duties. Meanwhile, Riri McAllister has been listed as missing rather than dead. Although her survival is unlikely, we cannot ignore the risk that the woman once known as Nexus may one day reappear to pursue her twisted beliefs. Rogue robot missing. A malfunctioning mining robot has run amok through a settlement on Homeland, in the Beta Hydri system. The robot in question was a MacArthur Mining Limited, DG-090 model, designed to extract and process minerals from asteroids. It was one of 10 brand new robots being loaded onto an orbital cargo shuttle. Video feeds show the huge machine self-activating and breaking out of its container. It used its mining lasers, fusion drills and excavator claws to carve a path across the landing field. The robot then burrowed into the ground and disappeared. Security Chief Sarah Kulkarni gave the following statement to the media. Sensor drones are performing subterranean scans, but have not yet located the robot. We have therefore declared a regional state of emergency. Should the machine accidentally rupture a water main or pierce an underground power line, the potential for significant damage, even loss of life, is high. Director Jen Emerson of MacArthur Mining Limited made this statement. We are shocked by this incident, and an urgent inquiry is underway. The DG-090 series is highly reliable and has never malfunctioned before. Our theory is that, due to human error, the unit was placed in the incorrect standby mode, and that stray signals from a nearby comms network triggered a preset program. We are supporting all efforts to locate the robot and shut it down. Pleiades rescue operation. After sustained Thargoid attacks on civilian targets in the Pleiades Nebula, system authorities have launched a rescue operation to locate and recover survivors. The operation is being coordinated by Superintendent Marla Paulson of Aegis Research, who made this announcement. System authorities in the Pleiades have been channeling their resources into combating the Thargoid menace. As a result, search and rescue initiatives have been neglected, but we are determined to plug that gap. That means a lot of civilians rescued from escape pods, which also means a lot of hungry mouths to feed, so we'll need to bolster our current food stocks as a precautionary measure. Pilots are requested to recover occupied escape pods and damaged escape pods. In addition, the following food resources are also required: fruit and vegetables, grain, and food cartridges. Both recovered pods and food stocks should be delivered to Donosok, in the Pleiades Sector IRW, D1556. The campaign begins on the 9th of August 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. The campaign concludes. A spokesperson for Aranbarahan Purple Creative has announced that its campaign to build a cargo ship has been enthusiastically received by the galactic community. Scores of pilots supported the campaign by delivering commodities to Barnes Terminal, and by eliminating agitators in Aranbarahan, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Barnes Terminal, in the Aranbarahan system. Further arrests of Thargoid cultists. The Federal Intelligence Agency has apprehended further members of the Thargoid cult, to determine if they are communicating with the Thargoids. Media channels report a division in public opinion regarding the FIA's actions. Some see the arrests as illegal and tantamount to religious persecution. Others claim that the Thargoid worshippers have invited suspicion upon themselves, and that the detainments are justified. Dr. Jamila Griffin of the Galactic Interfaith Commune commented, "We strongly oppose
Frameshift drive engaging.
this hostility against the Thargoid sect. These arrests
map.
System cartography. System cartography.
System map.
System map. System cartography.
External camera.
Change camera. Change camera.
Open system map.
System map.
Engage frameshift drive.
Preparing for jump.
Open system map.
System map. Jumping.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Open system map.
System map. System cartography.
Engage frameshift drive.
Frameshift drive engaging.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Engage frameshift drive.
Charging frameshift drive.
Engage frameshift drive.
Engaging jump.
Open system map.
System map.
Engage frameshift drive.
Charging the FTL drive.
Open system map.
System map. Reconfiguring rift.
Reset Oculus.
Resetting Oculus. System cartography. Jumping.
Engage frameshift drive.
Charging the FTL drive.
Open system map.
System map.
system map.
System cartography.
Engage friendship drive.
Jumping. Frameshift drive engaging.
Jakieś jeszcze mnie?
System cartography.
External camera.
Change camera.
External camera.
Change camera.
Stop screen recording.